High-speed buses are now being discussed in California as the state's high-speed rail project continues to face delays and rising costs. Good evening. As always, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Alex Bell. Even though this is only in discussions right now, state lawmakers, they already have some pretty strong opinions. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen explains what's being proposed.
High-speed buses are not a bad idea. They're a good idea, certainly an option to rail.
Democratic Senator Dave Cortese is referring to this concept of a high-speed bus system that was discussed by Caltrans earlier this week. The speed would range between 80 to 120 miles per hour, connecting California cities, including a route from Los Angeles to San Francisco.
If we could average 80 miles per hour, 4 hours and 47 minutes, at 100 miles per hour, 3 hours and 50 minutes, or at 120, 3 hours and 12 minutes.
For years, the state's high-speed rail project has been underway to connect Northern and Southern California. But after multiple delays and funding issues, the project is over budget and nowhere near being completed as construction continues on only the Merced to Bakersfield corridor. Cortese, who's also the chair of the Senate Transportation Committee, says the idea of a high-speed bus system would not replace rail, but provide another option for commuters.
It's hard to make a mistake with modern transportation investment. You could choose buses or high-speed rail, and you're still helping people. You're still creating good transportation infrastructure in the state.
Caltrans officials do not have a cost estimate to build the infrastructure or a cost for passengers just yet. But Republican Senator Tony Strickland and Vice Chair of the Senate Transportation Committee is skeptical.
Historically, buses haven't exactly been doing it that great in terms of revenue and people using it. And so my first initial reaction is I think it would be a waste of money.
A spokesperson for Caltrans says this concept remains exploratory, adding that they're evaluating whether or not future testing or implementation of high-speed buses is appropriate.
I think the voters should be skeptical because, again, the high-speed rail was proposed as a $33 billion project to go from San Francisco to Los Angeles by 2020.
Caltrans says this early assessment phase will see how fast a bus can safely travel on the state's freeways and how to make it work when it comes to design and freeway modifications. In Sacramento, Jeannie Nguyen, ABC 10.
Senator Cortese says discussions will eventually make their way to the Senate Transportation Committee. Caltrans officials discussed potentially adding bicycle lanes and parks to the designated high-speed bus lanes.